On the 7th of June 2024, your favorite rapper, Falz, the bad guy, released a new EP titled Before the Feast. Now, on that 7th of June, he had a special listening party with a few members of the press who got to listen to this album and have a chat with Falz, including us, which is why we're doing this video because we want to bring you these shots where Falz talk about the album, the song, the featuring that includes who's on that album? Adikole Gold, Shaper, Fino Flavor, Crayon, and Odumodu Black, as well as his new collaboration with Simi called, oh my gosh, I can't remember. I think it's called Burn Me Baby. Woo! With Simi. And then, of course, the relationship that we thought they had that they don't have or they never had. Which one? I beg you, shall spoke everything. Just enjoy this interview. Odungo, Odubaje.
The entire look and feel of the project, both in the rollout and all the communications, even in the artwork and everything, is all tailored towards the direction that we're going. And I'll tell you what that is. This is a prequel to an album that's coming, and the album is going to be called The Feast. So that's why this is Before the Feast. On that album, I'm going to be feeding a message of awareness of oneself, confidence in oneself. It's a coming into the know of who I am, and that is deeply and largely represented on that project. And so this is just what comes before that. This is a palate cleanser, as I've called it, something that cleanses your palate and prepares you for what is to come. In the way that you listen, you get a sense of a good time. You get a sense of a feel-good project. You get a sense of something lively. It keeps you alive. It makes you hungry for more, if you like. And then that more is going to come on the feast. So that is the general theme. That is the general idea. And that's the general direction with this project. Yeah.
Nobody to send me romantical SMS like, sweetheart, have a sweet dream. I woke up in the morning, nobody to send me good morning, babe, show me nice night. Be that as it may, situation is critical.
Another part of Falz that we hadn't seen in a long time was the comedy. What happened to him? Did he die? Was he like put behind?
He said he did die. Don't kill me, I beg. Nothing happened to him. He's there. He's always gonna be there, but he's I guess maybe he just feels he needs to relax or he needs to rest. But that's normal. That's life, you know. Also, I don't like when something is just going the same. You have to switch. You have to change it around. Understand? You know, just they're predictable. That's me. You know, I never want to be the type of person that you can predict what he's going to do next. So that's what I would say about that. But that man is still there. That character would always still come every now and then. So stay tuned.
And being unpredictable, is that represented in your new EP?
Very, very represented. I think even with the collaborations, you know, you probably wouldn't expect the type of people I worked with. The only person on the project that I've worked with before, I think, is Fino. I worked with Fino before, but aside him, you know, these collaborations, you wouldn't picture it, but the magic that we've created on this project is, for example, the song that has Adekule Gold, Hugo Pay. Bro, if I had been asked before we made that song that, is this what your collaboration with AG will sound like, I would have said, no, this is not what it will sound like. But once we made this, I was like, bro, this is a smash. I absolutely love the record. And like I said, that element of unpredictability is very, very much there.
Does that continue to the album? Because this is called Before the Feast.
Yes. In fact, on the feast, this unpredictable that we're talking about is on steroids. It's on steroids. On the album, there's a lot more range of unpredictableness. In fact, I'm having trouble now with selecting the final songs because some songs I'm listening to them and they sound so unpredictable that I'm even thinking, it's too much. So, you know, so definitely on the feast there will be a lot more of that, but in a way that I'm certain that the listener would love, absolutely love.
Okay, see, using the words too much. Yeah, because when chefs are in the kitchen and they're cooking and they're making a feast, there's the possibility of them adding like too much salt or too much seasoning. How do you avoid that? How are you gonna avoid that?
I think surrounding myself with great sous chefs. The chef always has people assisting him. I think the people assisting me are very honest, very also learned in within the scope of what we're doing, and very creative as well. So they're bringing their own contribution as well. They're telling me, too much salt here, let's remove some. Too much this thing, let's remove. So with surrounded with the right people, I think we'll be able to create the most amazing and the most satisfying feast.
Now, this is your first EP, according to you, because I know how many times I've written chemistry EP, chemistry EP. It's your first EP, according to you.
Yeah.
But in terms of projects now, how does it compare with the other projects that you've dropped?
I think it's I think it's a very strong project. I'm never one to think of my projects from a comparison standpoint. But if I were to, I think it's a very strong project. I wouldn't sit here to start rating it and saying where it comes, but I leave that to the general public to do if they wish to. But I think it is a very strong project. That's what I'll say. And it's different. It's different, but in a positive way. Yeah.
There's no conscious music on there.
There's no conscious music on this project. I mean, okay, so it's tough to say there's no conscious music. There's no politically directed consciousness. Yeah, let me put it like that. There's social consciousness in like, just talking about what's popping, what's happening, especially on the song with Adekunle. And funny enough, he even low-key just dropped like one or two that are actually kind of politically directed, but it didn't come from me. It didn't come from me. That from me there was no politically directed consciousness. No.
Was that hard to do for you, considering how you have been at your voice for many years?
Yes and no. Yes, because it would normally just come to me. No, because we knew what we were trying to do with this. I know where I'm going with this project, and it's an intentional decision because of where we're going. Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going to a place where I want to focus more on the emotion that I want you to feel as an African person existing in 2024, rather than the reality that you're dwelling in already. We know our reality. We know that there's problem. We know that there's no light. We know that there's no food. We know. So I don't want to make you further wallow in that sadness or in that depressing feeling. I want to take you out of it in some way. So I'm focusing on what's good about me and about you and about us. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically feel good music.
Feel good music, but also music that uplifts. Music that uplifts. I think that's the word. Music that uplifts.
I woke up this morning, set out for the airport, only to hear the airport is closed, all the flight is cancelled because there is a strike and cannot make it to Lagos, now stuck in Huyo. It's really going to affect me because there's a video shooting I'm supposed to do in Lagos today. End up losing money because they have already booked stuff, so we're going to have to pay that money. Despite the fact that it really affect me, I understand the reason for the strike, and I'm with them, I'm with the labor. At the end of the day, I'm with people. Understand? So, in fact, this strike supposed to have come earlier than now, but yeah. But anyway, I will enjoy the scenery, and yeah, what can I do?
The reality has also affected the EP. I know this was supposed to be on Tuesday. We couldn't make it.
Yep.
Because of the strike. You said it would be worth it. Do you think it was worth it then? The way that strike ended, concluded?
I mean, it hasn't ended yet too, because they're still on it. They're still having their meetings, and they called it off pending them having an agreement. But I'll say yes. I was 100% in support, because it was long overdue. These people have been complaining since, even if they were not complaining. Compassion, just share compassion. We already know it does not exist with these people. Baba, it was needed for sure. And at the end of the day, the way that it happened affected me in a way that like you said, this event was even supposed to have happened then, but couldn't. Other ways that I even lost money, but I don't mind that because for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask another question, but I don't want to dwell too much on that. Call My Baby as well, featuring Simi. What was it like making that collaboration with her?
Burn Me Your Baby.
Burn Me Your Baby.
Yeah, Burn Me Your Baby. No, that's a Simi featuring me. Simi featuring me. What we wanted to do was invoke the spirit of the chemistry project. Just kind of give you something maybe slightly nostalgic, but still timeless in the essence of it. That Simi Falz link and the formula and so we wanted to create something formulaic but also something something that we needed to hear after so long.
Desire, see me, see, wahala, he asking my lover, boro, 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 me your baby. See me featuring Falz, borrow me my baby. Out now, stream, right now, not later. God damn, that hurt.
Talking about the chemistry project, what have you guys played all of us?
I would say you people played yourselves because the general public always kind of feed into the narrative that they want to see. So they wanted us to be in love, and you say, okay, I know my brain. Oh yeah, now we're in love now.
Talking about love, we've never actually, seen, heard.
Yeah, maybe because I've not been. I'm a single man, but 2024 might be my year. It might just be my year. So I'm not ruling anything out. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.